Friends, fiends, I sense your eagerness to hear more about our heroes and their time in the opalescent menagerie, and I'm eager to tell you all about it. So let's see. We've got Fetter and his aunt turning the tables on a rival house, Taslinn and Nax putting on a show for Bonham and the king, and Yewsiff getting found out by his enemies. Exciting, wouldn't you say? Well, let's not waste another moment and hop right back into these exciting demon days.
As these things all happen, we're going to go into an initiative, a quick initiative. This is a discrete one, so everyone will roll. Just rolled for some of the nearby NPCs, because we got a few different elements of timing that need to be accounted for.
Okay,
and three different, there's a couple different pages of maps here. I just want to gather it all under a momentary combat initiative. So go ahead, roll.
So you want initiative right now, or do you want the
initiative? Yes.
Strength. Okay. 18.
Okay. And then everyone else?
I rolled a 22.
A 22.
Oh, do I need to have an initiative to fuck Nax?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, we gotta see who moves first.
14.
14?
Are you just gonna do that thing where you pull your dress up and then just kind of?
I don't even need to pull. I don't even need to pull it up. It's got a split skirt.
Split skirt. Just let your tail
Okay, so just to reorient, Yewsiff, you'd been pushed against the wall. I imagine you're right around there, kind of against the table, or are you further south, the lobby side?
I would have been lobby side, kind of like.
Okay. So then, so the tiefling had come in,
I kind of
pushed you aside. So my arm gesture was wrong. It was pushing you towards pushing the curtain towards the right, and then pushing against you. And as we get to this initiative, she had said, she had found you.
Looks like we found you. Yeah.
Looks like we found
you. So is she here or is she out here?
Is
she here?
Yeah, right. Leaning far in, because with the way the curtains are, you have to push in a lot. So she has pushed in. She is 2/3 of the way through the room.
Okay.
Now that has happened, we actually start the initiative with Fetter, who rolled the highest. You are, I'm going to show you, roughly
in the lobby.
And you are, this might not be too exciting for you, but you're partway up the stairs, and ahead of you have the path that leads both down to the floor where everyone's watching the show,
right.
But then there's also stairs going up towards the king's box seats. And then to the left, you have the left side. You already are familiar with this, but I'm getting you acclimated on the map here.
Right.
And just as a sense of scale, I've put a measurement up there. But yeah. And Fee is about around, not too far behind you, but still far enough behind.
Okay. If I can double move and get to the door, I will.
Okay, so here, 20 to the landing. Yours is 30?
Yeah, my move speed is 30, so I'm trying to go 60 and get to the door.
Okay, so then we'll just use the measuring. I'll have to draw it out because I don't think your version has it.
Okay.
So essentially, you get the landing to the first set of stairs. That's your first 30, and you're going to go 60.
Yeah.
So then, right about there.
No, I want to go straight to the main doors. The doors? Okay. So what I'm going to? John, where are the main doors to the outside?
Oh, to the outside. They are the opposite way. So
Okay.
They're down the stairs. And the map is huge, so it just...
Okay.
We'll end it there, but a little bit past that.
So I don't think... If I full moved 90 feet, could I get to the main doors?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to full move just full 90 feet, and I want to be observing, if I can figure out what the locking mechanism is, if I can see how the door is barred. Obviously, I'm going to do a skill check to try to unlock the door on my next turn, but my first order of business is to try to unbar the door.
So you reach it in that, you said 90 feet?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that's great. 90 feet, and it is it is not very planned or very meticulous. It is a few weapons jammed in there, just enough to stymie any ignorant nobility. And to pause anyone who's trying to get out.
Okay.
So within a turn, you could undo everything.
Yeah.
With an easy 6-second removal, but that is a 6 seconds of an action. So it is meant to...
It'll take an action. Yeah. So, okay. So that's my turn this round. I will be planning on clearing the door and then heading back in. So the to my left and right, that's... Oh, I have to completely clear the lobby again. Yeah. Okay. So that's my... And as I run, I'm going to say, Fee, get back in there to Yewsiff. He probably needs you.
Okay.
And then...
Which, the only one I didn't roll, an NPC. Oh, cool. She acknowledges. It's like, all right. And she quickens her step. Cool. And then, what's your passive, again, Taslinn?
My passive perception?
Yeah.
13. Not very good. My insight's much better.
Does the bird offer any sort of advantage for
No.
being there?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay.
Because I'm not actively looking.
Sure.
The tiefling, the Hand of Cania tiefling, who's got you pinned against the wall, is going to attempt to grapple against you. So that's a strength.
Yeah, it's opposed strength athletics checks, I think.
Yes. And as she's pushing into you, saying like, we finally found you, she's got some heft to her strength.
19.
19. Try as you might, she has you pinned against the balcony, and you are stuck there for now. But you are next on the turn order.
Okay.
And as she has you pinned, she calls out, Slinker, get in here. And yeah, that's all. That's what you hear for her turn. So you are next.
Is she being loud?
It is...
Like, does she care about being seen right now?
It's loud enough to where someone nearby could hear, but not like to where it would distract anything in the different booths. So it is a sort of like louder whisper, like, get in here, speaking through the curtain.
I'm going to... Is the curtain still in between us, or is she like...
She is, yeah, the curtain is still in between you, so you haven't seen a visual. You have her hand. You can see her hand poking like past and pushing against you, but you don't see
She's
her.
holding me down with one arm.
No, she's moved to hold you down. Like you see the one arm. You see the one arm. The other hand is braced, so you don't see that one across through the blanket. You feel the weight of the second arm on your chest.
You need to get back to working those weights, bro.
Because they're the one that she's using the leverage, the grip on the curtain and pushing in with that as like a curtain to cover you, and then the other arm is not visible to you, but you feel it against your chest, trying to brace you in.
So she's basically like holding me on my left side, like against the wall.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm going to try to break free of the grapple, so another athletics check.
Okay.
Nat 20. So 26.
26. So she got a nat 20 as well, but let's see what her what the number. God damn it. Yeah, you. So this is a much more vicious struggle for strength than you were expecting from someone with a little bit more of a smaller frame. And at first, you're not sure you were able to break free, but her modifiers bring her to a 23, and yours was a 26.
Yeah.
So you're able to push her enough to be free of it, but not to move her too far. So she's still within this close range, but she no longer has a hold on you. And she has staggered back a little bit. You both rocked natural 20s.
Okay.
So she's not surprised by this. She just wasn't strong enough
Okay.
to keep you there. And that's your action. So if you have anything else you can do or will do, this is the time to do it.
Well, I have another attack, so I can do another... I'm going to kick through the curtain,
Okay.
like into her to try and shove her back into the hall.
Okay. And let's do that to the AC.
That'd be a... Let's see, proficiency bonus plus strength. So it'd be a 16 to hit.
A 16 doesn't. It glances against her side a bit and doesn't quite get any leverage that it needs to push her or kick her or hurt her in any way.
Okay.
Again, just misjudging the kick.
Okay, and then as my bonus action, I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Okay.
As my last first level spell slot, because we came into this bitch not fully rested.
What?
Yeah.
I mean,
Wait.
you know, that's a you problem. I've got all my spell slots.
Yeah, I've got all my shit. Wait, didn't we were at the carnival.
You
What did
managed
we
to
do
get a
between-
short rest, I think.
What did we do between
We did
this?
a short rest.
We did a short rest, not,
Oh, okay.
not a long rest.
Yeah, my spells come back with short rests. His don't.
Ah.
I don't.
Okay, so then that ends your turn. So then let's bring this in. You hear softer but more sturdy footsteps. And since she's not very tall, you can see from your clearance, now that the curtain has shifted aside, the tall, thin tiefling that she called Slinker just climbs over her spider-like and leans his leg, doesn't flip, but essentially does flip while holding onto her to get leverage and get himself in the room to face you.
Okay.
And given the nature of the amount of effort that took, he's got nothing else he can do this turn. But essentially that ends his turn. Slinker has come in, and he is within melee range of you, and he snarls. I'm just trying to get it there on the map for you. Bringing us to Nax and Fee. Fee, just as per Fetter's instruction, she starts moving. Fetter, you can kind of see her. She's from the main landing. She has started to go up the steps.
Okay.
So she's used a movement
So
and a
there are
dash.
two sets of step. Like,
me-
does the main door in the middle heads into the king's box,
Yes.
and then the ones to the left or the right head into the hallways that go around to our boxes.
Right. So
Okay.
towards the left is Yewsiff.
Right. Where so are there lower on like the lower level where I am? Mm-hmm. Where can I get to the descending? Like, where can I get to the orchestra floor if I wanted to? Are there like other egress points? Is that some of these, like, I see steps coming out of the sides of the foyer, like in the lobby? Does that head into the theater?
Yes.
Okay.
Those are a little bit more circuitous, and a little bit smaller to navigate, so the servants can get around fast, but
Okay.
also the musicians. And Nax, Taslinn, will look to you, since he's just before you in the initiative, and kind of raises his eyebrow and is like, "Oh, we are being watched. We can give them a show." And he'll continue where he is and let your turn happen, and you decide what to do. And that brings us to you, Taslinn.
So I'll just kind of like quirk my eyebrow at him and be like, yes, why don't we make things fun? Maybe a little weird? And I will actually climb onto his lap, full on straddle.
Which way are you facing?
I'd be facing...
Out towards the audience?
No.
Okay, so you're facing
No,
into him.
I'm facing into him.
So cowgirl, not reverse cowgirl.
Yes,
Copy.
I'm just basic straddling here.
Boy up.
Listen, if you're trying to do two things at once, though, there's a whole room full of people being attacked that you could be watching while you're being penetrated. But like,
Just hold on.
Okay.
Hold on a second. Okay? Like, there are things that I'm going to be doing.
Let the Taz.
oh wow, you're just gonna like lean the whole way back.
We don't know. And so one of the things that we have not figured out in this universe is whether Taslinn actually wears underwear or goes commando.
Amazing.
But
Haven't we?
and she's like, because we're making things fun, she's gonna go straight for Nax's pants, just get that going, and lean in to kind of like start smacking on the neck, leave some hickeys behind. But then I'm going to use this opportunity to check in with my bird as well.
Okay.
So when I say we're getting weird,
That's
we're
hilarious.
getting weird because I can still feel, but I can't see or hear.
Wow. Okay, folks.
That tracks.
All right.
Yes, sir.
So as my bonus action, like I'm still, digging into Nax's pants and getting that whole party started,
Wow.
giving him hickeys on the neck. But then I am going to be looking through and hearing through my bird, which is over with Yewsiff.
Okay.
And so I kind of see what's going on. Yeah.
Yep, you can see the struggle that the tall, lanky, kind of fetter-like tiefling has climbed into the room, spider-like, and the other one has been recently pushed away from a grapple on Yewsiff. He is cornered.
Okay, so once I see that, my raven is gonna kind of like do a 1-2 hop off the railing and dissolve into a shadow and then slip into her shadow. And essentially what that does, and that's going to be all I can do for my turn, what that does is she is suddenly going to have a feeling of dread that kind of comes over her out of nowhere.
Uh-huh.
And then for me, what that does is I know exactly where she is at all times. I know the exact distance that she is from me and where she is, and she will not gain benefits of half cover or even 3/4 cover from me if I choose to attack her.
Perfect.
And that's what I do. And of course, when it melts into shadow, like I disconnect from the bird, so because I can only do one or the other at a time. And then, yeah, just keep going.
All right.
I'm flexible, Johnny.
Look, hey, I'm not saying you're not. I'm just, we're painting mental pictures here for all the folks at home.
We might be doing like a backbend situation.
Yeah.
Pew pew. Who knows?
Just reach back for the railing behind you. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, so then after your turn, Fetter, you'll see this as it's happening towards the end of this round. Esfel comes out from the curtain, guiding a King Lugarius, guiding him towards the stairs, and that is their action. They are going to go maybe to the landing,
Right.
or no, to the base of the stairs, and she's holding on to him, looking a little perturbed and confused. And towards the end of this, she is seeing you guys down there and kind of has a panic look on her face, bringing us to the top, to Fetter.
Okay, I'm going to take my action to clear the door. And I'm going to say over the group chat, doors cleared. Esfal's leaving with Lugarius. I'm in the lobby. And then I'm going to shout out to Esfal.
Esvel.
I'm going to shout out to Esvel. I don't know who it is you think you're guarding, but that's not Lugarius. There's something terribly wrong with him. And then I will start to carefully close the distance with whatever I've got left back towards the center of the lobby and then take kind of a defensive posture.
Okay. So, this is going to be some rough, maybe imprecise math, but I would say it'd get you to the landing. Does that sound fair enough?
Yeah, the bottom of the bottom. Yeah,
Yeah,
the bottom of the
kinda.
stairs.
Yeah. Get you to the bottom of the stairs, and you say that as you get there. I imagine so she can hear it. And then bringing us to good old Hand of Cania. She is going to rip the curtain aside to reveal you, Yewsiff, with our bonus action. And she's going to go for it. She'll place her hand on your chest and say, "It's time to come home."
Oh
and
no!
cast banishment.
Oh, fuck it up.
Charisma saving throw.
And you set it up, you son of a bitch. You set it up.
No!
Oh boy, this is the.
And I thought we were gonna have to go on a rescue mission for you.
Oh, my butt crack is sweating, gang.
Let's see here.
tell me you resisted.
We'll see.
So if what'd you get?
16.
There starts to be some
I mean, that
crackle
wouldn't
of energy,
resist me.
and
Oh, I'd be gone. I'd be
something in you, whether it's a familiar voice in the river or some sort of thing, you say no, and it fizzles and it doesn't happen. And she looks at you surprised as you do not get banished. You were just past it.
Oh, you are so lucky because my spell DC is 17. You would have been gone.
Oh my god. That's
Yeah, well,
fucking.
I'm not fighting you.
Yeah, that's really good.
Dude, I'm so sweaty.
Oh man, if we had to set up a rescue mission for Yewsiff
To
and
Cania?
Cania,
Oh
fuck.
god.
With Mephistopheles, oh boy.
It is your turn.
She sees the spells fizzle, and he goes, I am home. And you see him flick his wrist, and the sword appears.
Nice.
Wait, okay, but does like the sword have an inherent radiance to it? Like, are you turning the lights on here? Like, I'm trying to remember what the Holy Avenger does.
Oh boy. Yeah,
No, it
draw
doesn't-
all attention.
Oh, maybe.
It doesn't. It's the innate aura.
Yeah.
It's not a.
Okay, it
It's not
doesn't cast
invisible.
Yeah,
light.
it's not a physical thing.
Okay.
It would have been a boon to have it out when she cast that, because I would have had advantage on that saving throw. Thank God I made it.
There you go. Now that your sword is out.
Does a 17 hit her?
No, it
Damn.
hits against her plate armor. Just she knows how to lean into the attack to make it hit the armor and not.
Okay, I rolled a 1 for the second one, so the second one I think misses him.
No, yeah, it doesn't hit him at all.
There's nothing
You-
sexier than hot couture plate
You
armor,
have
by the way.
higher charisma and higher wisdom saves than I do? What?
Yeah, I'm a fucking paladin.
What?
It's that pally life.
And I rolled a 17 dex save, so hopefully I don't throw the sword.
After your turn, Slinker moves up to you. You heard the woman. You must go. And also casts banishment against you.
Well, I mean, now he has the aura, so he gets a +3, right?
Yes.
No, I get the +3 anyway. That's for me being a paladin. The sword
Gives it to your-
lets me roll 2 dice to save against this.
Oh god.
19 on the first die,
Okay.
so that's a 28.
It too fizzles. And as it fizzles, he says, guess the hard way.
Oh
And that
boy,
ends his,
they're gonna throw a portal open, try and chuck him into it, probably.
And that brings us to Nax and Fee. Let's see what she's going to do. Where's what her 90 gets her, or her 60. To the turn of the hallway. So she's just before the turn to the left hallway to be able to see what's going on, or at least the scuffle of the curtains. So she's almost there.
I was gonna say, yeah, she probably can't see anything because the curtains are in the way.
Right. And Nax is just enjoying the weirdness. He is you do hear some like the eye thing, kind of interesting. And
I mean, he couldn't see it.
he can't see the eye thing.
No, because I was like giving
you were
him.
facing him- you were facing-
but I was in his neck when that was happening.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
Chewing,
couldn't see
just
it.
chewing on it.
So then he doesn't see that, and
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
going to just continue his turn in enjoying that, bringing us to Taslinn and Espel. You're both tied on initiative here, so we can either. I imagine you're going to continue. What else are you trying to determine or do with spell? You notice that oh no, you didn't have the Raven anymore.
Braven is in Pink Lady's shadow.
Oh, in her shadow.
Yeah.
So she's got that dread. You know where she is, but you didn't
Yep.
see anything else.
Yep.
Okay.
But I know that Yewsiff is in trouble.
Very much so.
So, with how do I want to do this? You know what? We're gonna slide off Nax's lap.
Okay. All right.
We're gonna do a little nice between the knees lap dance, and as we're doing that, I'm gonna shoot off 1, 2, 3 Eldritch Blast at the lady that has my raven in her shadow, and she is just within range. Like literally, it is like the maximum range for my Eldritch Blast.
What do those look like? Flying across the open audience.
I probably would time it with like the lights of the play.
Yeah, no. Give me your rolls, and we'll express this.
Oh man, no! What are you doing to me, Dice? Okay, well, the first one. Oh shit! I totally forgot. I get to add a plus 10. Oh no, I don't have the sword out. Never mind. So the first Eldritch Blast I rolled a 1, which would make it a 10. So probably not.
Nope.
The next one I rolled a 14 and then a 20.
The 20 does hit.
Okay, so 1 gets her.
So roll me a percentile. Dealing some luck here.
I'm a little distracted. 32.
32. The first miss is timed well with the action that's happening. And right now in the scene, the king of the mermaids has been challenging the sea witch. And there's a bit of an explosion like of prop and sound and ooh, ah, and light as the trident goes off. As the one misses and just hits harmless into the box seat. The next one is delayed, so there is some notice of it, not necessarily from the crowd below. And the last one hits her directly. Roll the damage for that.
15 force damage. And then once I shoot those off, I'm going to immediately spin around and bury my face in Nax's lap to be like, didn't come from me.
All right.
And continue.
Jesus.
Now I'm making the slurping noises.
Nice. Bringing us to Esfel and Lugarius, who kind of are one after the other. She hears Fetter say, what was it again? It was, the king is not what he seems.
Yeah.
She looks kind of at him distrustfully, and he just looks straight ahead, and she looks back to Yewsiff like, I have to, and she's going to keep moving, but she is not moving as far. They're heading away. Try to head towards the door that you undid. So she's like, I don't. She's got her weapons at the ready to protect him, but she's kind of not. She's unsure.
Here's my question. How far from the inside when we were in there for that time? Like, if I run in at ground level, how high are the balconies?
The balconies are roughly about 20 to 30.
Okay.
They're a little far.
But I could maybe parkour up there if I wanted to.
Like getting up to the king's
from
one.
the floor, not from the king's one, but just like if I'm trying to come at Yewsiff the other side, I'm just like, I could waste my whole turn like getting to the hallway, or I could probably get into the back of the theater. So I'm trying to see from here, like if I can get in on the either like the orchestra level, you know what I mean? If I can get in on like through the doors on the orchestra
You're
level.
talking like running along the like railing of each of them, just coming.
Well,
from the
yeah,
outside?
I'm trying to figure out like tactically, I'm trying to figure out having been in there for minutes on both sides of this thing, and knowing that it kind of all goes down from where I'm at. How far down? If I'm actually, because I'm a floor down right now.
Yeah.
Right. If I run in the doors to my left either left or right, which that should put me out onto like the Gen Pop orchestra level, correct? As best as I can tell.
Yeah, for the sake of it, you would get out on the level closest to the orchestra, so like
the top of, I'm guessing those seats descend.
Yeah, those
like
seats
stadium style. But
So
I would hop out there.
You'd hop out. Yeah, there's essentially two layers. There's this mid-range, which would actually be about maybe 15 feet to the
right
to the box seats to the left and right of the king's box seat, which would give you less. You'd have to parkour to the other one. But
Sure.
it would be a bit of some rolls for maneuvering.
It's better for me to catch up on what's going on if I'm gonna burn my whole. What do you think it would be? My whole from where I am, it would be my whole 90 feet probably to get out there, right? Ish. If I hooked it just to the left.
Let's see. So about 70 would get you to the.
And then could I get to the doors and burst them open? If I blew right past Lugarius up the steps.
Let's see. So something similar to if you're trying to go past him, about how many towards the middle?
No, I'm just like towards the middle, like to Bonham's balcony.
Actually, the full 90 would get you into the balcony.
Oh yeah, then that's where we're going. I will, as Parsival. On my way up the steps, I'm gonna say to Taz and Nax, is there any reason for me not to yell fire right now? In this theater? Let me know. Nax?
Taz, anybody?
I kind of shoot back to him. Mouth's kind of busy. Maybe?
He's asking if he can use his mouth to yell fire, not if you need to yell fire.
No. Yelling fire would create panic. Panic would create difficulty. Hold on. Panic.
You're just pulling a hair out, pulling a gray.
Panic would create difficulty assisting or getting to people.
Yeah, but I have a feeling it's going to go real bad real quick.
And yeah, so then your 90 gets you in
Okay,
the box
so...
seat. And since no one's guarding it right now...
All right, I am going to slink in. I'm going to like kind of come like slink into a halt and stay within like the last curtain. Mm-hmm. Like I'm not going to burst in. Like hearing that from Taslinn, like I am going to at least like get in to where I can peer out that last curtain and just see what's going on in the room.
Okay. And what you see is at the actual rail, leaning on it and looking towards Nax and Taslinn, you see this woman with the red hair that Taslinn referred to as Aphrodite, and you see Bonham also a little ways over to her right, leaning on the railing, but he is, with his hand, he's kind of like angling something or holding on to something. It's you just got there. It's too hard to
right.
But he's working on something, and it seems like he's concentrating on something.
Okay.
So, and the cloth is enough to where you haven't made enough noise.
Okay.
To get in. And with that, your turn ends, Fetter, and we actually come to Bonham, who is after you immediately on the initiative, and he's still muttering under his breath, working a thing, and looking towards Nax and Taslinn, and just almost, I guess the way to describe it would be the way someone might be making a clay pot with care and precision, kind of molding it. There is a sense of that, molding a spell, a continual thing of concentration. And he continues to do that.
Kick him over the edge.
And
He has to wait till his turn. Like, he might get something off during all of that to really fuck us up. I'm pretty sure that whole fight that we had down below when I was like, tell Bonham I'm coming for him. Like, I'm on his radar. Like,
and Aphrodite as well she's muttering something under her breath, applying spells to herself for this turn. It's hard to see exactly what that is from your vantage point because you're behind them all. And that ends their turn, bringing us to the Hand of Cania once more. So she got hit with the Eldritch Blast, one of them. And since her banishment didn't work, Yewsiff, what is the nature of the effect on you with your sword out?
It gives me advantage on saving throws versus spells and magic effects.
Okay. They looks in your direction and chants something and attempts to hold person on you. That is a wisdom saving throw. Wisdom saving throw.
21.
Okay. Bringing us to Yewsiff. As she notices her spell doesn't work again, she snarls, starts to get a mean look in her eye.
We're going to go ahead and go in after the guy that's next to me.
Crowd in your space.
Yeah.
The tall, lanky, kind of gaunt looking.
Does a 19 hit him?
A 19 hits him, yes.
Cool. The other one's a nat 20, so that's a crit. So that's 2 hits and a crit.
Okay. You're turning your attention to him and attacking with your sword?
Yeah.
Okay.
Crit first. Or, sorry, hit first. That's a 2 on my weapon die. I get to reroll that. That's better. It's going to smite on this hit, but we are going to smite on the crit. So, let's see. 9, 6 is 15, 20, 7, 5. So 32 points of damage
Okay.
for the hit. Then the crit. I gotta get some more dice. Hang on a second. Because fuck this guy.
How's the crowd doing, John? Are you rolling like checks to see if they're?
Yeah. For that first hit, in response to it as a reaction, he Slinker and rebukes you, fiendish rebuke. Roll a Constitution save.
Nat 20.
At 20.
So 25.
All right. That'd be 11 damage in response to that attack, as the hit hits him and does a lot of damage. And right now they're making a scuffle, so a few given this, a few people will start to look, but right now there hasn't been anything explosive just yet. There's just been a sword hit, so we're doing all right on crowd activity. Also, it's an engaging show.
Okay. So it's 52 points of damage before the smite. We're going to burn a level 3 spell on this because I'm fucking done with this asshole. He hasn't even hit me yet. So let's see. That is... Oh, shit. The crit hit him for 87 points of damage.
Holy shit!
He falls to the ground on hands and knees near death's door, almost dead, just completely devastated with that attack. But yeah, there's a panicked look in his eyes as he is doing terribly.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Given his position prone, he's going to weakly attempt. He'll reach up.
I wouldn't.
And from his hand, as the point of the explosion, green flame explodes in a 10-foot radius around you all. Dex saving throw for you and for...
This is a magical effect? Spell,
Yes.
magical effect?
Yes.
But also, is it fire? So aren't we all heat resistant?
It's fire and you'll see.
Resistant, but not immune,
Sure.
unfortunately.
You said it's a dex save?
Mm-hmm.
It's only 14.
Okay. So you take 16 fire damage and 11 necrotic damage.
What if this is spell damage? All of it?
Yeah.
Okay. So say that again for me. 16?
16 fire and 11 necrotic damage. And she takes some of the damage too. And your box area explodes into a green flame.
Well, you got your fire.
You poor unfortunate souls!
Yep.
It's okay. It's an effect. They rigged the pyro like Whitesnake.
And that brings, after this, that's his only thing left.
Wasn't
he
it
can do.
Great White, who the famous theater fire, instead of White Snake?
Was it great? Oh, yeah,
I think
guess
it was
Great White.
Yeah,
Yeah.
much lesser known. Take up.
In pain. In need.
And that brings us to Nax and Fee on this.
Does he get damaged by that?
I forgot to save. Let's take a look. And
Did he just hellish rebuke himself to death?
yes.
They're just like
In the week, similar to how the other one did.
Oh, suicide bombers.
And he gets to the ground. He doesn't splatter everywhere, but there's a nice chunk of him removed. His arm is gone, and he falls, slumps down as the green flame isn't quite as catching as maybe normal flame, but it is starting to singe and burn at things slowly up there. But it's very bright, and that would interrupt. I mean, the noise that is now happening, because it is off timing with any events in the show, will get him to sit up and basically
Throw me.
not throw you, but like yeet.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Gently
Standing up into your throat.
gently move you aside and stand up and turn eyes to what's going on, and then to Bonham and all that, and you see a look of some concern break through the veneer, and he is going to, if I can find him,
With his dick out.
I'm sure he'd very adeptly stuff it back in.
It's just
he leans down. Are you ready for the fun? And casts darkness right there where you guys are.
Oh, guy after my own heart.
But yeah, darkness covers your particular area. If I could spell darkness instead of darkness.
Dirkness.
Dirkness.
Ready for some dickness?
Dick!
Dickness.
Dick.
Dick.
Get that dick. Topeka, Kansas.
just
Kansas.
Inside joke. I just like making my wife cry while she laughs. Sorry, everybody.
So roughly around there.
Okay.
The darkness!
Dickness.
And everything goes completely black. Can you see through that or no?
Oh, yeah, I
yeah.
can.
Everyone in the audience casts magic missile at you. Fuck! This is not what I wanted to do.
I think. I'll have to look, but I think he doesn't. However, he's used to it.
Yeah, unless he has, I think unless he has true sight or one other thing, he wouldn't be able to see. Because the only reason why I can see in it is because of my devil sight invocation.
Right. He's not too concerned, but yeah, he's covered the place in darkness, bringing us to Asfel and Lugarius, who continue their move. They just, as far as you know, they are still moving, which will bring us back to Fetter here as soon as I can load this up.
fantastic.
Okay, Fetter, you saw
Okay.
the explosion of green to your left as you come in, and you see
Right.
them doing something, working on a spell.
Okay.
And yeah, green flame, hellish flame.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yep.
So I'm clocking Bonham.
Oh yeah, and then darkness
As I
as
see
well.
all this, like, zoop, 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 I see all of this happening. I'm going to take a moment before I'm revealed, and I want to insightful fighting onto Bonham. Double 13s, if that means anything. That's 24.
And then insightful fighting just gives you advantage. Or
Oh, it means I can do sneak attack without
oh yeah, sure.
being hidden.
Yes.
And he has to do a
Please,
deception
For the love of God, move away from him.
deception check.
After
Decep-
your turn.
Deception.
Not an all
Let's
in.
see. Yeah, no. If you attack, you can.
Okay, so thing one, insightful fighting zoom, locks onto Bonham. Thing two,
Wait.
Oh, back up. Yeah, you got your turn.
okay,
Sorry.
I'm like,
No,
wait,
go ahead.
hold on. I go after Nax.
that's really funny.
DM
Because
mistake.
I was like, when is it my turn? And I knew it had to be close. So okay, but yes, go.
So back up a little bit. I have things written weird, so of course I missed it. So yes, you go, and then Asfel and Lugaris are still moving, unless anything is acted upon, but you wouldn't be over there. So there's that. We don't have to retro that one. So we'll just back up to
Okay,
you.
yeah,
Darkness
so-
has hit, and you see concern on Nax's face. Maybe a little bit more so than, like, sure he wants to spring the trap, but now that maybe he might be in one, it's not so nice.
I'll just kind of roll my eyes for a second, wipe the mouth, and then get up. and just be like, well, I thought we were already having fun, but okay, if you want to have fun this way. And I'm going to reach into my bag of holding, pull out the Sword of Cast, but it's still sheathed. So get that ready, and then I'll have that ready.
Fuck yeah!
And I'll just kind of turn to Nax, give him a quick peck on the cheek, say, like, when you need to move, just hold on to me. I can see. And then I'm going to turn, because Bonham and Aphrodite are like 60 feet away. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'll turn and just be like, you might want to cover your ears, and then I'm going to cast Shatter onto, like, in the space right between Bonham and Aphrodite.
And just fuck that balcony up.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic.
What is?
So they have to make a Constitution save.
Okay. Bonham rolled a 29, and Aphrodite rolled a 8.
Okay, well, Aphrodite's going to get hit. Bonham... Well, no. Bonham will... take half. Aphrodite is going to take 44 points
Oof.
of thunder damage. And Bonham will take 22. So it's definitely kind of like a sudden, loud ringing that gets louder and louder and louder. Like, you know, when you hit that high-pitched note that'll break glass. And it's centered in that space, and then it'll hit the two of them. Everyone can hear it.
Okay.
But they're the only ones that are within the 10-foot radius of where I centered it. So
Gotcha. And that stops the production, and people are starting to try to look and see what's going on, and there's commotion as we get into Fetter's turn.
yeah, it's like if the green explosion didn't, my shatter did.
But now,
But does it affect structures though?
So yes, so anything that is inorganic material just has disadvantage on a throw. So
Like a
like
So the
big
balcony has to
stone
save?
balcony.
the balcony has to save. Yep.
it
Doesn't.
it goes no.
I don't feel like it would be strong enough to break
No,
it
no.
apart in pieces.
It does shift
but
a little bit with it, and shift on some of its foundation and move a little bit.
A crack starts to form.
Yeah. And because this broke concentration,
That's
on
what I
what
was aiming for.
Bonham was attempting to do, he shifts, and there's this almost reddish beam that almost like a line, a reddish line that connects over to a yellowish reddish point down near the base of the balcony where you are. And as he like loses his concentration, a delayed fireball shoots out,
Oh.
a delayed blast
Into the crowd?
into the balcony where they are.
Oh, shit.
Crap. Okay.
And so this is, according to it, I need a lot of d6s. 12 d6 is the base, and then 3 more. So
I, as a reaction, am going to counterspell him.
can you counterspell because it's not his turn? He's just lost concentration on this.
Oh crap. Okay.
Is what it's more of like you stopped, like you interrupted something. So the only question I would have is if that is.
It's a reaction. Counterspelling is a reaction.
Now, since this has been going on for a while, this spell has been concentrated on for a while. How does this line up if it is now let go. Like he was holding on.
So
to a blast.
what he's saying is that like I'm not using it to interrupt the spell. The spell already like dissipated and is falling apart and going off early.
Yes. So the way the delayed flash explosion,
Yeah.
the
So
delayed
he already
blast,
cast it, and he's just holding on to it.
he was holding on to it to increase the damage. He only managed to get 3 extra d6s per round. Like each 6 seconds, each round gets you another one. So
well then.
So that's where I'm confused. That's where the complication arises. Is if it's something that he like let go, like he was holding it back, and
Yeah.
the distraction let it go.
Well, I think the question is like, does the dispel work on the spell energy or does it work on the spell caster?
It has to be casting. Like it's the spell being cast is how
Yeah.
Right.
counterspell works.
Yeah. And my shield won't do anything.
Right.
And I would need an action to cast my Globe of Invulnerability. So this is going to be fun.
So I guess the question is, my inkling is to say that wouldn't work in this particular case.
Yeah.
Because it's a messy spell that is a
Yeah. That's
time
fine.
delayed.
I'm just going to die. That's cool.
Wait, is it going
Or
at the
the-
balcony you're in? I thought it was
Yeah.
dropping on the one he was in.
No.
he's gonna
No.
self. He's gonna hurt himself.
Self-immolate.
No, it's our balcony.
Woof.
Kaboom goes the delayed fireball spell. And that seems as good a place as any to leave you hanging. Will Taslinn and Nax be okay? Will Yewsiff and Fetter get to them in time? All very good questions that you will have to wait for to have answered. Let's do this again next time, eh? You bring your asses and ears, I'll bring you more from these Demon Days.
Private as
Testing.
Balazares. Oh, John, before we start up,
Oh no! Yep.
what's the fucking Bing Bong bullshit server
Bing
number?
bong, fuck your life.
Bing Bong.
Let me-
Yo, it's the Glizzy Championships. Look at them sucking out on them glizzies.
What's that TikTok sound? Oh. 88. Now, I don't know how it will
So I know
react.
you're singing Private Eyes, but I keep hearing Private Ass.
Private
That's
ass
like a you problem.
is eating you. It's chewing your every move.
Yeah, if you end up cutting back to me at a certain point, I will totally be like, yo, we've got nothing to do. Why don't we fuck around and find out? Literally.
Yeah, we'll all be in a brief initiative here for a little bit.
Under the sea. Under the sea. Yes.
It is so better down where it's wetter. Take it from me.
Yeah, take it from me.
Take it from me. Oh, boy.
Take it from me.
Oh, man, I just totally had Nax in my head going, you take it so well.
Yep.
Yeah.
Here, I can move.
It was not true. It was me.
There we go.
Actually, I don't even know if that's a thing anymore in 5th. God damn it.
Just can't go without hitting it.
The threads on this microphone. I'm sorry. I gotta do this again. The threads on this thing, I think, are.
It has to be because I now you believe me in the fact that
Oh
I did it so much.
Oh, my ears. So the last thing we did was Fetter's turn, yes?
Yes.
That was Fetter's turn. He came in and saw what was going on, things with Bonham and
And
Aphrodite.
has not alerted them to his presence yet.
Right. And so that is the end of his turn. So let me lead us in. And that is the end of your turn. Fuck. To me, that was too funny. And let's see. She has.
Jesus Christ.
Fuck, man. 6. Helicopter, could you fucking not?